Jilly Stiles always came back to the mansion on Nob Hill. She was alone, and that never happened. 2 sisters, a very attentive mama, servants. When had she ever been alone in her life? Right now. In the black hour before dawn, walking through the upstairs hallway with a burning candle, she approached the servants' stairway. Narrow and dark, winding tightly down to the kitchen, just as fear wound tightly in her chest. There were lanterns set in the wall sconces. At night, they were usually turned low, but now they were snuffed out. No lantern light, no bustling servants, no sisters, the mainstays of her life. Only the circle of light from her flickering candle. She approached the top of the staircase in her white flannel nightgown. She shouldn't be out of her room dressed like this. Where was her robe? Why hadn't she dressed before coming on this errand? And what was her errand? She couldn't remember. Searching, perhaps. Searching for Laura and Michelle. They were lost. That was it. Her sisters were lost to her. Leaving her alone, leaving her defenseless. A shadow that shouldn't have been there cast itself on the wall ahead of her. She turned to look into the eyes of Edgar Beaumont, her stepfather. He grabbed her and laughed as he dragged her into his bedroom. With a shriek of terror, she dropped the candle and it rolled across the floor toward his bed. The lamps were slightly turned up in there, yet everything was murky, haunting. But not dim enough that she could fail to see the cruelty in Edgar's eyes, feel the brutal grip of his hand. The bedspread caught fire from the candle. Edgar ignored the growing flames. He closed the door behind her with a loud slam and shoved her against it, pressing her to the door with the length of his body. "You flirted with me for the last time, Red." His voice dripped with something. She didn't quite recognize the tone, but it was a threat.